live chat is on.
I never remember to do that. Oh my God, I just realized that this stool is just wobbly and it might break while I'm on it. No, it'll be fine.
I got the super good one.
You got the
like,
nice one
with the back.
with the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get some new stools. Oh my goodness. I can't. I was putting in the date for this and I was like, oh my gosh, it's June 19th. Where the hell did June go? Sorry. Part of my swearing.
That's okay. We made sure that it wasn't made for kids.
It's not made for kids, no. I don't know if kids would want to watch this. It means my kids have a week and 2 days of school left. I am not prepared for the summer. I love my kids, but they are high energy. And it's like, Mommy, entertain me. I'm bored. Entertain me. Yeah. My husband does the very fun dad jokes of when the kids are like, I'm hungry. He'll go, hi, I'm Dad. And they hate it so bad. And then my daughter started to do this thing where I was like, are you hungry, baby? And she'll be like, no, I'm starving. So kids, they're so funny. We should probably get talking about the stuff that we have new in store because we have so much stuff. We were going around the store this morning. We're like, what are we going to talk about? So much stuff. So let's just start it off. Let's just talk about the new stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Faustina did an unboxing of this
on Instagram.
On Instagram and Facebook the other day.
Oh, yeah, it was both of us.
Yeah. But we just going to throw them everywhere.
We've had these before. Yeah. They're really adorable, but they've restocked. They're the unique sock kits from Earth Yarns. They're adorable. They come with enough yarn to make one pair of socks. These are the kid sizes. We also have some adult sizes.
They've got really fun colors.
And they're self-striping. So as you knit, it's just automatically going to stripe for you. They're actually beautiful colors. Yeah. My daughter would kill to wear these. It's too bad I don't know how to knit.
They come with a free pattern.
They do come with a free pattern, or you can use your own pattern. Yep. You don't have to use the pattern provided. But these are adorable.
Yeah, and then we got two special ones.
Ooh,
we got this really
special edition.
Special edition. So this one is a really fun rainbow sock, and this one is a really nice pink. So the pink one.
I like the pink one.
Yeah, the pink one is for breast cancer awareness.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
yes.
But they're still super fun pink socks.
Yeah, I mean, I would love a pair of pink socks. Yeah,
pink's my favorite. Well, I say pink is my favorite color, but then everything I buy is like the super specific sage green. So I think sage green is
pink is definitely my favorite color. And I wear some pink. Like I'm currently wearing some pink. But most of the pink that I have is in fabric that hasn't been sewn up yet. So about 3 years ago, I started to buy a palette, and it was like a lot of pinks. And I'm trying to branch out into greens and stuff. Because when I used to work at a dental office, and we had a very specific dress code where it had to be black.
Yeah. And
so like I was into like black a lot, and like I'm trying to get my wardrobe out of that, but I just don't have enough time to sew on a wardrobe. So I have all this pink fabric and other colors of fabric just waiting for me to sew it into this beautiful wardrobe that I will one day hopefully have. But it's just languishing in my sewing room right now. I'm trying to get a dress sewn for Saturday because we're having our summer solstice party from 5 to 9. We're going to keep the store open late. And it was supposed to rain, but now it's not as much supposed to rain. So because we wanted to do some stuff outside, we have some activities and some like nibblies and some beverages and stuff. And I'm trying to get a dress sewn for that, but I haven't. I don't have it cut out. I have the pattern traced and ready to go, but I haven't sewn it yet. So we'll see. Maybe some late nights tonight, tomorrow night. Maybe
it might
Saturday.
come together a lot faster.
I have sewn the pattern before, so that helps.
Go.
That helps. Yeah. So we'll see. I am also trying to sew 9 little strawberry pouches as teacher gifts for my kids' teachers because they have a ridiculous amount of teachers.
9 teachers?
Yeah. So when I went to school, 1 teacher, and then you had a French teacher, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
My kids have Eleanor. She's in kinder, so she has 2 teachers because she switches back and forth English and French.
Okay.
And then she has 2 ECEs, which help them out. So you got to give one to everybody. And then sometimes other random teachers come in and like help them for a period. So I'm not going to do those. But then my son has 2 teachers. He's an English teacher and a French teacher. And then he has like 3 more. He has one for like gym and drama, one for like health and something else. And then he has an art teacher, like just so many teachers. And it's hard to keep track.
When I was in middle school, I had like every class I had
a different teacher. Oh my gosh, that's great. That's like what he does. Yeah, like his English teacher teaches him like the English stuff and math. And then his French teacher does French and like science. And then he has different teachers for everything. And it's just so confusing because I'm like, I had one teacher. And I also grew up in a small school, or like I had a small school. Their school looks like my high school, which took kids from 3 different towns. So it's like my high school was, it wasn't even that big of a high school. I think it was like 750 kids. But their school looks like my high school. It's just a completely different way of growing up and going to school. And I don't have any reference to help them through it, but that's fine. Yeah, so we'll see if that dress gets made. I really hope so. Yeah.
Speaking of new dresses,
look at this. Wouldn't this be the most dramatic dress ever?
What they say it's a shift dress for superstars.
I'm not a superstar. I don't
You
know if I
are
can
a
pull this
superstar,
off.
Michelle. You're
I don't know if I can pull that.
to us.
So this is a new to us pattern company. I believe they are from Australia. Their packaging is amazing. It's so cute.
And even the patterns, they're on the actual paper. They're not on tissue.
They're on paper. They are on paper. So that's awesome. Not many pattern companies do that. Tilly does that. Tilly and the Buttons. This company does it.
Lee's Taylor,
Style Arc. But like most of them are on tissue. Actually, Named is also on paper. I really like that because I hate laying out a pattern of tissue and tracing it.
Yeah.
Because I always trace my patterns. Because when you're spending $34.99 on a pattern, you want to trace it because you never know if you need a different size. So yeah, they have. I love this one.
Yeah, this has so many options.
That's not so dramatic. Pattern Fantastique is known for very dramatic and elaborate patterns that are still, fairly easy to sew. But like these are some very lovely basics.
Yeah.
Actually, I've seen this dress and it was like tempted. I love the look of this. Oh, and I have seen this dress sewn up many times on Instagram. This one was a huge hit like 2 years ago. Everybody was sewing this dress.
I recently got some solid seersucker.
Ooh, that would look lovely.
To make it out of seersucker. So maybe I'll give that one a try. These pants look super cute.
Those are cute pants. Oh, I like this dress. Look at this amazing bag.
Yeah, and the ruffles.
What's really nice about their patterns is that they have these like elements that no other patterns have. So like they're very unique and they look like they're very wearable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like anybody could wear these.
This one's a top and skirt set.
Oh. That is super cute. So you could do it all in one fabric, make it look like a dress, but then you'd also have separates.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And this one's like
set.
It's like a variation on the classic boxy
overshirt
kind of thing.
And like those sleeves would be very dramatic, I think.
I
and
love
like
there's like a little necktie on one of the options.
Yeah, that's super cute. Neckties are super in right now because I know at least 2 patterns other than that have been released in the last little bit that have like a necktie. The Butano by Friday pattern, and there's a shirt by Merchant & Mills that also has a necktie. Both like button downs with like a little something. So apparently that's in right now. So if you want to be on trend, sew a necktie. I won't be sewing a necktie, I don't think.
I have
some for me.
I have some hot pink narrow stripe fabric that I bought at that fabric flea market.
Oh, you went to the Hindenburg fabric flea market?
Yeah.
Yes, you can get some good stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially since one of our customers, I just went straight to her.
Was it Julie? Julie used to work here, so
I went straight to her table and I bought.
She would have had some good stuff too.
Some really nice.
Yeah, yeah, and I know she was really wanting to like purge, so
I helped.
That's good, Clara. Thank you. Just doing your part for the sewing community, right? Yeah.
I had to rescue the fabric.
It is rescuing. Okay, we have got more new patterns, tons more. These are new to us, and I thought they're kind of cool. So they're kind of like a quilt, but they are organizers. So this one is for labels. So you know how you have all of like, well, I do. I have a binder full of like labels that you sew into clothing. And so sometimes it's hard to remember what you have. So you could have it just on the wall, and you can put them on with clips or with pins, and then you know what you got. And then they also have one for jewelry that you use mesh, and like you just hook the earrings into that. So I thought that was pretty cool. It would be pretty easy to make those up, and we do have the mesh that you need for that. This is kind of cool too. So this is like to show collection. So this one is, I guess, meant for scissors or something like that. Something that because it's got bows and you can tie them. But this one is for all of your enamel pins. You just pin it to that and it displays them. Because I have a drawer full of enamel pins and I never wear them because I forget to do that. And they're just sitting hidden in a, and they're all like sewing related.
Mine are my needle minders.
Oh yeah, and you know you can wear needle minders as like a pin because
as long as you keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes those magnets aren't as strong.
Some of them are
but
strong.
Some of them are really strong.
We have some that like they fuse together and then they're like also magnetized to the grid wall that we have. So they don't look great because they're just like sucked into it, but you know. So that would be one way to organize your stuff. So there's those. The same pattern, no, this is a different pattern company, but pretty cool little things too. I love little pouches, and there's this company that has all of these little pouch patterns. They have, this one's like to organize all your tech stuff, so all your cords and various items. So there's the bag, and then there's also those little, I don't know what they call those. Cord wraps. Cord wraps. So those are pretty cool. Little tiny tote bags.
That's really cute.
They're so cute. Yeah, and it's got a little thing for keys on the side, and it's adorable. So if you want little tiny tote bags, those are, I love these ones, the little bowlers.
Oh, I love the little.
These are adorable. So these are tiny little bowlers. As you can see, they're not very big based on the size of those scissors.
But it'd be perfect if you had like a tiny embroidery project.
Yes.
Or you wanted to like keep some of your supplies all together when you're traveling.
Or like, all sorts of different things.
Or a suitcase for your kids' dolls.
Oh my God. Eleanor always asks for like, she'll get a new stuffy and then she'll be like, can my stuffy have a backpack? And like, you can kind of buy some, but like, how cute would your daughter be with her little stuffy in a bag? We also have a bag pattern that's very similar to this for a regular size bag. So you could do like one of these attached to your big bag.
Oh, matching one for the doll. And
yeah, that would be so cute.
That is really cute.
And then we just got some like little things to put your cards in if you want to do like a quick trip and you don't want to take your whole purse, because my purse is usually gigantic. And yeah, and then some clear organizers where you can sew up some like project organizers and stuff like that. So that would be super cute. Yeah, so lots of new patterns. We have even more. Let's talk about those. You hold those.
Yeah,
up.
we can go.
So more bag patterns.
Yeah, this one is a really great tote bag.
Yeah.
There's a couple different options. I love the two-tone.
The two-tone?
I love
great.
two-tone
totes.
Two-tone totes.
They always look great.
And this company is Love You Sew, but the sew is spelled S-E-W. There's this great little crossbody bag, which reminds me of those like mech crossbody bags.
Yeah.
I had one of those. Another little travel bag, so very travel themed right now.
Apparently, yeah.
We're gearing up for those summer
summer
trips, so you know where to get your travel patterns. And then this really great unroll bag. So this would be great as a toiletry bag.
Yeah,
or like kit bag,
yeah, you can put all your little sewing stuff in.
As a project bag, you sit down at the table. If you like go to knit nights and stuff, and you open it up, and everything's
it's
right
just there. I love how it just opens flat.
Yeah,
and it's just ready to go. Yeah, and it looks not too hard to sew.
Yeah,
and it doesn't have any binding on the inside, which is really annoying. It's all like enclosed. So yeah, so those are new. This actually reminds me of these things right here. So we talked about this little. It's called the spring roll pouch. This is the style of it, but in a ready-to-go bag.
These are
These
stunning.
are gorgeous. So we saw these at a trade show we went to,
Oh, we'll take a picture.
and they are leather. They're genuine leather, and they are the best like project bags. They come in 3 different sizes, and we have them I think in 2 different colors.
Yeah.
So this is the smallest one. You've got the medium, I believe.
Yes.
And then there's a larger one.
So it opens up flat. There's
Yeah.
little compartments. There's these little elastics on this
Yeah.
side for your knitting needles.
That one has a lot of
or
little
your
bits that are
stitch
quite
rippers.
lovely. Yeah, and they're really nice quality.
And they all come with this gorgeous tote bag.
The little one doesn't.
Oh,
it
not
just,
the little one.
But the medium and the
medium.
large come in. Like, so if you're not using your bag and you want to protect it, keep the dust off and everything, you have a bag to put it in. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. And it just like zips up, and then you get a little bag. At the large, you could fit a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
in there.
So that's
Oh wow.
That's the size of the
You could definitely fit a project in there.
Yeah.
And like carry it around and be all stylish.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, they're called Redesign. And yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Lots of little pockets, super handy, very durable. Leather's always so durable, right?
They feel
They feel
They feel
substantial,
durable, yeah.
right? Yeah. And then there's this little guy that we also got that you can put your needles in. Look at that. And it's got the sizes printed on there. Super duper cute. I can never hold it up right. And it's very soft. Oh,
yes. Yeah, their leather is really nice.
their leather is gorgeous. So yeah, I would assume you would put your circulars in here. Your straights are going to be too long. Does anyone knit with straight needles anymore? I don't know.
We have people coming and looking for them sometimes.
You know what? We used to carry them when we first started, and people did not buy them. They just sat on the shelf.
Yeah.
But yes, lovely, genuine leather bags for your knitting or crochet or whatever strikes your fancy. I mean, these little bags could work for anything, right? You talked about toiletries, embroidery, put embroidery
Yeah.
stuff in there. Yeah, lots of fun stuff. Let's see. Let's talk about Silly Goose.
Yeah.
So we got this flannel collection in, and we all were like, ah!
I literally opened the box and I was like, oh
There's
my.
geese. So the collection is called Silly Goose, and it literally has silly geese on it, and it's so cute and it's so soft. So we have a selection of flannel. Some just have lovely little blendery prints. This lovely peachy color is left, but then a lot of them have these geese. Oh, so gorgeous.
I have absolutely no reason
no
to buy
reason
this,
to have. This has geese prints.
but I love
I love
little-
this one because it's just a lovely floral.
Yes, this one's really
So they
pretty.
all coordinate together.
This one's another green background, but with
Yes.
the little ditzy floral.
And then
on
we
it.
have 2 more that have more geese on them in different patterns. But the best thing about this collection is there's a panel.
and it's not just. This is more than I thought it did.
I think it has more than one goose. No, does it only do
It
one
has
goose?
a goose
and a
duck,
baby goose.
or a baby goose.
I think
or
it's a
something.
baby one. I don't know. Oh yeah, so it makes these 2 guys right there. I love it so much.
Oh,
and
he's
it's
got,
flannel.
He's got a little flower.
Yeah,
on his
he's got a
bum.
flower on his bum. So this is a flannel panel. It's actually flannelette. Do you know how you tell the difference between flannel and flannelette?
How?
So flannel is brushed on both sides,
and
and flannelette is only on one side. So this panel is only brushed on one side. So and all of this is flannelette. So we were misnaming it by calling it flannel. But yeah, flannelette is still lovely. And so you can make up a couple of geese to like have around. Have you seen the trend where people are putting a goose on their doorstep and dressing it up?
No.
So you can buy these geese, and I'm going to
We
say they're
bought
like
one
this
We
tall.
bought one for my grandfather.
Yeah, so people put these geese on their doorstep or on their porch, and you can buy outfits for them for different holidays, different seasons. It's a whole thing. I've seen it on Instagram, and I was like, I really want to go. But yeah, it's I don't think I really need to do
Yeah.
that, but yeah, it would be fun. So
There's in the live action Cinderella film.
Yeah.
The one with
I've seen it, but it's been a while.
Lily James.
Lily James, yeah.
I love This is like my favorite live action.
It was
version.
really good.
I really liked it. There's the one scene when the fairy godmother turns the goose into the driver for the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he does the whole magical transformation and he plops down in the seat. He's just like, I can't drive. I'm a goose.
It's true.
And I don't know what it is about it, but it is so funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I recently saw the Lilo and Stitch live action.
Oh, yeah.
Eleanor really wanted to go see. She has this thing for Stitch. I don't know. She's got this Stitch hat and it has the ears that stick
Oh,
out.
that's
She
fun.
wears it to school every day. It's so cute. But yeah, we saw it. She goes, she liked the cartoon, but we were watching the movie and she's like, I don't like it.
Didn't they also, though, change some of the characters? Or they changed the story a little bit?
I can't remember.
know. I
I
haven't seen
hadn't
it,
seen the cartoon one for a while. And then we saw, I mean, it was okay. It was a Disney live action. It was fine. The CGI was okay. Like
Yeah.
Stitch looked kind of real. I don't know. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was because when you saw the aliens in their human form, it was a bit weird because you're like, and their alien form was really weird because it was supposed to be real. And yeah, it was okay. I didn't mind it. Eleanor, I didn't like it.
I'm looking forward to How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes,
I
it
wanna
looks
go see that.
really cute. I often wonder, like, so we were like watching the live action of Stitch, and I was like, you know, I feel like the live action really changes the story because, like, cartoon just, I think, blunts the story a little bit
Right.
because it's cartoon. It's not happening to people. And I feel like some of the stories that they've made into live action it's more dark in live action than it is in the cartoon. I haven't seen the Mulan one. Have you?
No.
'Cause I feel like that one would be super dark because it's about war and they like were fighting in battle and people were dying. And it's one thing to see it in a cartoon, but like in people, I think it's really makes it way darker. Eleanor didn't. We watched Mulan a couple years ago, and I think she was a bit young for it. And she's like, I don't like this because they were fighting. And yeah. Okay, let's talk. We got more stuff to talk about. We've already been yammering on.
Yeah, we've
for
been
like 20
chatting
minutes.
a lot.
Oh my god. If you are into Shashiko, we've got some new Shashiko templates. So it's hard to see, but there's dots. What you do is you take this template and you put it on top of your fabric, and you use a very narrow marking pen, and you make dots, and then that helps you make your pattern. And then there's lots of instructions on the back. They come in 2 different sizes, and there is a dotted grid and there is a diagonal grid that will do 2 different things for you. So those are new, super cool if you're into that. We also got these templates that are acrylic. So you actually peel off the brown paper. That's just a protective thing on there. And you lay it over your fabric and you just draw these lines and then you stitch on it. So I think we have 4 different ones. I only grabbed a few. And they come in 2 different sizes. So there's a smaller version and a larger version. So you can use which one works for your project. So those are super cool. Super handy if you're like, I'm not great at freehanding and you want to have some, you know, straight lines and stuff. So yeah. So that's super cute or cool if you are into Shashiko. We also got new rotary cutters. So we've had Femore before, but only in the 45 millimeter size. They now have them in 28 and 60. They gave me a couple samples of these at the trade show we went to, and I popped this one into the store for use, and I think you decided you really like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it. Femore is really good because they have inside here, they have ball bearings. So it moves really easy and you don't have to put a lot of pressure. So if you find that you have like wrist problems or, you know, you don't have a lot of strength to put a lot of pressure on that, these are really good. I actually use a 45 at home. I love my Femore.
I might get the mini one.
The mini. I got the mini. They gave me a 60 and a 28 at home, or I mean at the trade show, and I kept the 28. Well, I had to check my bag because of it, because we were flying, and I was like just doing carry-on, and then I was like, oh my god, they're not gonna let me take rotary cutters in a carry-on, even though these packages are impossible to open without scissors. I was like, oh, I got to carry these on, and then they lost my bag. So I felt I deserved one of the rotary cutters. Yeah, so these are in store. We also have replacement blades from Moray for them. The blades are really lovely. They are Japanese steel, and they're very durable. And apparently, you can sharpen them again. So
Yeah, we
that's
haven't
good.
had to change the Famore one yet,
No,
and
we've had it since May.
Yeah.
Early May.
and it's usually almost once a month
Yeah, no, it's really good.
for us. So.
What else did we get? We got the Vario tool. We've had this for a while, but they finally got new tools for them. So they released what is very exciting about these is they released tools for snaps. So before they could only do rivets and eyelets or washers, and now they have it for snaps. So they can do the plastic snaps. If you've ever used cam snaps, it's very similar. And they also do like the metal jersey snaps. And they have them in the ring version and the solid metal version. So that is super cool. They also have a grommet tool or a washer tool in smaller sizes. So if you need something very small, this would work. The small one would work good for shoes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or like eyelets on your shirt.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so we got that. And there's a new type of rivet that's very flat.
Oh.
So the normal rivets have a bit of dimension to them, and these are very flat. So there's a new tool for that. So,
Cool.
And then we're missing one. They were supposed to have all of this out in January, and it is now June. So there's one more thing, which is the anorak snaps. And we have the snaps, we just don't have the tool. And it's those 4-piece snaps. So you've got 2 pieces on one piece of your fabric and then 2 pieces on the other. And it's for your coat button or a snap. So hopefully they'll be coming soon. Faustina wants one for, she wants to do a tamarack and put some snaps on it. It would be perfect for that. So those are new in store. They're all here. They're online. We don't need to talk about that. Oh, it's Christmas time. We have gotten a bit of Christmas collections coming in. I just saw one yesterday that's on its way from Lizzie House. It's called Tiny Christmas, and it is so cute. Oh. It's just like little Christmassy things, and it's adorable. But we brought in a bunch of patterns for Christmas quilts. So if you are looking to make a Christmas quilt, now's the time, because it takes a while, right? It takes me forever. I have like 2 quilts at home that I haven't quilted yet that I made 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe. I'm like, so bad. Get those done. Anyways, so we have lovely Christmas quilt patterns coming that are here, and yeah, lots of fun stuff. So anything else we need to talk about? Summer solstice is this Saturday. Please come join us.
Yeah, we'll be open until 9 p.m.
9.
So if you are someone who can't normally make it, because we do close at 6 or 5 usually on the weekends, we'll be open till 9. So
it's gonna be fun.
There's gonna be some great little deals going on too.
It's so light out. It's so late these days. It's crazy. I have a friend who recently has been in Yellowknife, maybe, or in the Yukon. He's like, "Did you know that it's light until 11:30 p.m.?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did know that. Wait until you go there in the winter and it's dark all day." But he was like boggled by that. Yeah, so it's late, so late. And so yeah, we have some deals as well. I think we have some deals on yarn, we have some deals on fabric, and then we're gonna have lots of yummy stuff around, and we have an activity planned and lots of fun stuff. So that'd be good. Do we have anything else coming up? Oh, Sunday. Oh, I was gonna say we have this cleaning event for your sewing machine, but you do have to have pre-booked for that. I think it's sold out.
I think it is sold out.
We'll probably run it again because it was so popular. Yeah. Catherine is going to tell people how to clean their machines and maintain their machines and all of that stuff. It's funny because I teach get to know your sewing machine class, so people bring in their sewing machine that they're afraid to use, and we talk about it. And I'm like, oh yeah, and you need to change your needle regularly. And they're like, what? You don't use the same needle just all the time until it breaks? No, every 8 hours.
If your machine is skipping stitches, change your needle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
so,
usually the biggest culprit.
yeah,
for
if
any
my
issue.
machine is messing up for like the stitches are not looking right, the first thing I do is rethread
Yeah.
and rethread my or like redo my bobbin. And then if that hasn't fixed it, it's like, oh, is my needle the right needle for my project or is it too old? What is that? You know, like so yeah. It's usually your needle. It's never your tension. People always say, do I have to adjust my tension all the time? No, you rarely have to adjust your tension. It's other factors that yeah. So there you go.
Well, and you're working on a dress for Saturday.
Hopefully, we'll
I
see.
finished my dress
You
for Saturday.
did.
I actually wore it to an event last weekend. And I didn't get to tell a single person I made it. Nobody was like, oh my God, I love your dress. They just were like, oh, it's whatever. And I was like, no.
Was it people that you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so they just know that you make everything and they don't say anything?
Sort
or?
of. I don't know.
I know. It's like, do you want people to acknowledge it or do you like?
I mean, at least it doesn't look home like.
I was gonna say, do you
Not
want them
like
to be like, oh my
homemade.
God, did you make that? Because it looks homemade. That's not good either. Or, you know, so, or like, oh, you made that. Make me one. That's always.
Yes. I'd be
a
like, okay,
problem.
that'll be $250. They'll be like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's how much
Yeah.
it's going to cost? Yes. That's probably undercharging, really. Yeah. So, anyways, we got stuff to do. We got to open the store. So, all of this new stuff is in store or online. Check it out. And we hope to see you around.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for watching.